As much as you're angry right now, of course I read.
Just take some blame, goddammit.
Why is this guy crashing the out so hard for just being dog shit the game? I'm not trying to be rude. That's just sad.
All of the accounts that are messaging me are getting reported, and I can't wait for all of them to get banned.
Dude, apparently he's getting swatted, spam death threats in-game, out-of-game. People are bringing up his past. This is all because he did not say sorry.
What's up guys, it's me Moist Critical coming back to you with another epic Chungus video talking about the Dream and Tommy Innit drama. Psych! We're not doing that today. Now before I get into the video, I've noticed that my hair does look quite different. I recently got it cut at a barber's. I'm still trying to style it. That's the reason why at the time of recording, it looks like quite a phallic object, or also a Reddit upvote. Look, I don't want to run the bit into the ground as well, but one guy on stream said that my hair looks like the 4th selection when you're creating your own me. I can never let this go. My man got the 4th male me haircut. What does that mean? Oh my god, you're joking. Oh my god. So after milking the well dry, talking about Minecraft drama, I'm going to move over to the other hemisphere of the internet, that being World of Warcraft, the beloved 30-year-old franchise that people love wasting their money on. Because keep in mind, Warcraft 1 released back in 1994. For most of you watching this video, that's probably when your grandfather was born. And of course, I'm going to be talking about World of Warcraft, which is a 20-year-old game. Let that sink in, how decrepit and old you're slowly becoming. Now, the reason why I'm talking about this World of Warcraft drama, because it basically feels like the Leroy Jenkins bit. Although this, surprisingly, wasn't scripted. I'm not even joking. I only found out recently that that entire iconic legendary clip was actually entirely scripted. So this drama revolves around the streamer PirateSoftware. Now, that name needs no introduction. You have definitely seen his content from his overly long streams that go on for like 12 hours at a time. I will never understand how people have the stamina to stream that long. I can stream for about 8 hours and then I want to take about a week off. But you've probably seen PirateSoftware from his YouTube shorts, which have blown up, where usually he will open MS Paint and yap about something and it goes incredibly viral. But you might also know the fact as well that he's an ex-Blizzard employee and actually started his own game studio. What I knew him from personally is that his dad was in a South Park bit once. And that's it.
No, my dad didn't inspire the WoW guy from South Park. My dad is the WoW guy from South Park.
And also, he's became the director of strategy at Ludwig's off-brand games. I did actually briefly talk about PirateSoftware when I talked about Ludwig's company coming under some drama, because he actually put out a statement saying that he was willing to basically lower his own wage to make sure that everyone was paid equally. Now, one of the most viral clips recently of PirateSoftware is him basically talking down to any drama tubers that, you know, react to the situation that he surrounded himself in right now.
And for all the content creators that were out there trying to cannibalize me to boost their numbers for a little while, that may work for now, but in the future, no one's going to want to do anything with you other than other people that also want to cannibalize you. And I feel bad for you. So have your minute and have fun.
That, of course, inevitably includes a clip of XQC saying nothing and basically just laughing.
I don't know what that means, chat.
Now, the first instance I saw about this drama is he was playing World of Warcraft or something, and then he rage quit a Discord call.
You my points.
Okay. Insane.
That's all I saw about it, and I saw everyone talking about it, but I thought to myself, okay, there's maybe a bit more nuance to it than that. I mean, yeah, he did definitely have some kind of baby rage, but I'm sure there's another angle to this as well. And when I saw that clip of him saying, you know, if you talk about this, if you cover it, you're basically just gonna involve yourself with people that self-cannibalize, I then thought to myself, oh my god, I don't want to annoy the guy that I'll probably never meet in my entire life. So I reached out to him and basically said, okay, am I good to talk about this? Am I good to cover it? And he quickly replied to me saying, yep, that's totally fine. And he also kind of alluded that the situation is a lot worse behind the scenes than what people are actually seeing online. So again, what happened? What made this World of Warcraft situation truly insane? I can't take that word seriously anymore. I cannot wait for YouTube to update their algorithm where it just boots titles like that out of the algo, because at the minute, it's the only way to actually get a banger video talking about stuff like this. I also want to give a quick shout out to Dolan Darkest, who's doing the complete opposite. His recent videos about Minecraft drama, the dream situation is not very insane, and the dream situation is not crazy at all. And it actually seems to be working. This could be a new meta.
This could be. I actually might copy him and try that. So here's a quick rundown of what happened. This is essentially ground zero. Streamer Guild have streamers playing together while streaming World of Warcraft. Streamer group pulls too many enemies at once. Streamer's characters die. Streamer Alt F4's out of call. Internet says streamer should have taken responsibility and apologized. Streamer makes post about it. Internet does not accept. Drama gets worse. Let end. Now, a lot of this drama is surrounding the 20th anniversary of World of Warcraft servers. Specifically, the infamous World of Warcraft Classic Hardcore server. Hardcore is essentially when you die in the game, your character is locked. What's a good comparison here? Fortnite, but no reboot card. Minecraft Hardcore mode. When you die, the save gets bricked. It shares the same name. So whether you were a lowly level 5 or a higher rank, like for example, level 60, if you die, no matter what, you are back to level 1. So depending on how many hours invested into the game, or a more reasonable question, how often you go outside as a World of Warcraft player, I'm guessing not a lot, this could essentially be life and death. But the bigger question remains, if you put so much time into that character and you basically had no life, how can you kill what was never alive in the first place? So in relation to the streaming side of World of Warcraft, we can't forget OnlyFans. Now, me saying that word, I'm pretty sure that's going to trigger some deep learning algorithm thinking I'm saying the other website where Milady posts some bosom and the video will get demonetized. But OnlyFans, not the other one, YouTube. Not the other one, not the website. OnlyFans is a streamer exclusive guild, initially started by Soda Poppin', and that requires everyone in the guild to basically stream or record whilst playing their character, or else you will be punished. Did you like that, by the way, when I looked to the side? How my chin lit? Did you like that? Look at that. Look at that side. Look at that side profile. Look at this. But this actually revolves around one specific dungeon run that PirateSoftware was part of. Now, this run, really, if you've seen posts on Reddit and on Twitter and on TikTok, it did not go as planned. And everyone is basically up in arms. Who's in the right? Who's in the wrong? And now it's reached the point where death threats are being involved. Death threats that sound like they came from the most pristine Modern Warfare 2 10th Prestige lobbies.
We're gonna you straight up, bro.
As you may know, I consider myself a bit of a gamer. A god gamer, if you will. If there's a game with dog shit graphics and the plot twist is it took place in the entirety of the main character's head, I'm there. So what I want to try and do here is break down exactly what happened that led us here, despite never touching World of Warcraft in my entire life. You might call me a grifter. Can we go to the next part of the video? Everything starts in a dungeon known as Dire Maul. But basically, Dire Maul is one of the endgame instances of World of Warcraft Classic. It's also held up as one of the hardest instances of the old era, alongside this one, and this one. I'm not saying the names. I'm not. Metro's booming. I'm not saying it. We're then following a group comprised of the following. PirateSoftware as a mage, Ozzy Falls as a warrior, Yamatas Death as a rogue, Snuppy as a druid, and Sarah as a priest. Everything looked seemingly well, especially because of the fact that they bailed from a close call at the same instance a few minutes prior.
He made it out.
That was sketch as dude, but good
What
work.
the
No
happened?
Thankfully, in that instance, nobody died. It's gonna get worse, trust me. There was no beef, they laughed it off and decided to basically try again. The group starts clearing the mobs leading to the first boss. However, things get pretty pear-shaped leading up to the first boss because before that, they managed to pull a huge group of mobs.
Crazy. I've seen
we
this.
got two, so just focus this.
But wait, there's more. Not only the huge group of mobs are now descending upon them, the boss himself, Guard Fengus, also decides to chip into the fight.
Boss is coming too, watch out.
Which heavily turns the odds against the group. At this point, both the rogue and the warrior call for a bail.
Run,
we-
run,
are we-
run, run,
Just
run,
run.
run.
Keep targeting.
Meaning, basically, the group should retreat back to the entrance to try and protect their characters. Because again, remember, this is hardcore. Once you die, it is permanent. So at some point, the rogue cancels the retreat and basically asks the entire group to try and fight back.
This
at my
is
mana.
savageable. Come
Innovate
on,
you?
man.
Just kill the master.
Innovate, innovate.
Unfortunately, during the entire confusion, the group ends up pulling another horde of mobs by accident,
Just kill the mastiffs. One shot. Okay, we pulled another
there's more on
pack.
the way, more on
Run
the way.
now.
overwhelming them and unfortunately leading to the death of Sarah's and Snuppy's characters consecutively.
I don't think...
So, Hank 1, World of Warcraft players zero, I guess. So this is where things get a little bit complicated, because where did it all go wrong? To the common normie eye, it might look like a common gaming L plus unlucky plus ratio. The same kind of people that believe that if you use an Estus flask once in Dark Souls, you never actually beat the game, which is true, by the way. I'd also like to imagine those are the same people that use hacks in 6 Siege to dome every single player at the beginning round, only to then say in the chat, common pre-fire. Now, here's the thing. When prompted to bail, Pirate started running away from the fight. He does cast a blizzard in an attempt to try to slow down the enemies, but it doesn't work to its full potential because you can't actually slow down bosses, and then blinks away from the fight. So as a result, that spell ended up draining his mana pool. Now, during the run for it, Yamato's death starts asking where Pirate is going.
Pirate, why are you walking, bro?
This prompts Pirate to then defend his bail.
What are you talking about? Why am I walking? Look at my mana.
Savageable. Come
Innovate
on, man.
Do you see my mana? What am I supposed to do for you?
Mentioning that he was out of mana. Now, a lot of people are claiming that PirateSoftware had the skills, tools, and knowledge to be able to help his teammates retreat.
I've watched it. Like, Jay Beezy died the other day. Like, there were no sheeps going out. There were no blizzards going out. Apparently, he didn't have the spec for blizzard for slows, but, like, that's exactly why I run that spec. Because, like, when shit goes sideways, you save lives, man.
Even mentioning the fact that he actually had a mana gem and Archmage's robes to regenerate the missing mana. However, Soda Poppin says that it was a poor demonstration on Pirate's behalf.
Again, like, I'm not going to fault the guy for sucking. Did not use his toolkit, did not use his mage properly whatsoever.
Pirate also did a tweet later saying that he believes that everyone present in the group has a share of the fault. In terms of who is directly to blame, because we all love to do that, we love to pin the blame on one person, that's what everyone is debating here. I mean, to be fair, I didn't really care that much about World of Warcraft. There wasn't enough, like, numbers on screen to keep me stimulated, or colors. Oh, wait, you can play Peggle inside of World of Warcraft? But yeah, back to the serious business. It seems that the internet is kind of split on the matter. Not really. Most people are blaming PirateSoftware. So you've got one side calling him a roach and a rat, and they believe that he could have helped the group to leave the dungeon safely. On the other hand, there are people that believe that Pirate had no option but to bail, considering, you know, the whole mana situation, which is truly crazy / insane, and also how badly overwhelmed the entire group was. Now, again, people are torn here whether PirateSoftware was in the right or he was in the wrong, whether he was just being, you know, lazy and trying to protect himself. However, we're not even getting into the nitty-gritty details here, and that is the post-game aftermath. Now, I'm sure you definitely want my opinion here, someone that has 0 hours on World of Warcraft, apart from the time I'd play it when I was like 13 years old. But just from a gameplay perspective, I can see here that, you know, run does mean run. But at the same time, mages do tend to actually have a lot of team-saving utilities. But then obviously you're arguing the entire mana situation. Was there enough time for him to regenerate his mana? I guess we'll never know. So right after the whole event, the group sits stationary at the dungeon entrance. This is like a post-game thing. They know that they lost, it sucks, and they're trying to evaluate what went wrong. Aussie Falls briefly mentions that the fight could have been overturned before being interrupted by Yamato's death.
Mastiffs and 2 ogres. We could have polyed 1 ogre, killed 1, and then walked it out.
Yes, literally, just even an ice snore would have been enough.
And he instantly throws the blame onto PirateSoftware.
You guys pulled that when I had...
You instantly ran out, bro. You instantly ran. You didn't even look
As much
back.
as you're angry right now, of course I ran.
Claiming that he basically just ran, never looked back. Pirate then decided to basically, you know, stand his ground. Not in the American way where you pull out a gun. No, we're not talking about that. I know there's a lot of Americans here, but we're not talking about that. So Pirate basically claims that they were overpulled and he just didn't have any mana to control the situation, and blames the entire group for not really paying attention to the group's resources.
You weren't paying attention to party resources, you overpulled, and you weren't paying attention to where the boss was.
A claim that later on Soda Poppin really disagreed with. Yamato then starts ramping up the discussion as well, once again pressing more with his argument that PirateSoftware is at fault.
Attention to where the boss was. That's not on me.
Ooh.
I saw about
just take some blame, God damn it. Just
the boss coming.
a bit.
I don't know if we could like...
It's okay.
Move back.
Which then leads to the infamous clip that everyone's seen of Pirate leaving the voice a couple seconds later.
This
You
is
could
the
have at least said like the boss.
You're just gonna talk over me? Is that what we're doing now? We're just gonna talk over me? Is that all we're
I'm just
doing?
giving you my points.
Okay. Insane.
So a few hours pass by and the sleeper agents at the livestream fail subreddit are kicked into action. I'm assuming first of all it's juicy drama, and secondly they ran out of clips to post about Forzen. So this subreddit quickly gets filled to the brim with much older clips of Pirate claiming that he values being able to overturn a bad situation instead of just, you know, petriing and leaving a dungeon.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think it takes away from the game, and I think it takes away from the experience, and it leads people to be like, oh, he could just petri out. This isn't that scary. And to be real with you, Some of the best moments that I've had inside of dungeons are because, oh shit, we're all going to die if we don't execute this perfectly, and we hardened up at that moment, we kicked some ass, and we got to live. You know, I've made it all the way to 60 now without dying because of that, because we didn't give up in that.
If you're wondering what Petri means to the non-World of Warcraft players, don't worry, I'm just as confused as you. Petri refers to using a flask of petrification, which gives the player complete invulnerability for around a minute. That would be just enough time to leave the group and then get, you know, auto-kicked from the instance. And also, a lot of people bring up the point that the mage character is there to basically support and save people.
That was sad. As a mage player, that was sad to watch from two mages in a group, I'm gonna be honest.
It made me physically unwell. Yeah.
Yeah. It made me feel like I was a decent mage player, knowing that I probably would have done a lot more.
Like, there were no sheeps going out, there were no blizzards going out. Apparently, he didn't have the spec for blizzard for slows, but, like, that's exactly why I run that spec. Because, like, when shit goes sideways, you save lives, man.
So at this point, it was pretty clear that a lot of people really weren't happy with the way Pirate Software dealt with the situation. And most of them already made up their mind and who they'd basically be fending for. Now, somehow, this fumble in a video game, it just kept snowballing. Pirate then decided to make a public statement on Twitter. Now, usually, most things that Pirate puts out are incredibly well received. This one wasn't. But on the one hand, you got some people siding with him, you know, saying he didn't do anything wrong, like good soldiers follow orders. Good soldiers follow orders. But then a lot of people seem to just completely disregard the statement, saying that he's pretty much abstaining himself from any kind of responsibility. And he keeps tripling, quadrupling, quintupling down. And a lot of people are asking for him to just, you know, straight up apologize. And then on top of that as well, some people were also claiming that Pirate was bullying another streamer called Lakari. That's mostly because of this clip.
Reminded me, sorry, I don't play the game, so I forgot. If you remind me, I can help you out real quick.
Yeah, it's too bad I'm the only mage in the party. You're right, Jen. If only someone else would cast Arcane. If only.
However, Pirate pretty much disputes that, saying that the clip is out of context, and it's actually in relation to a joke they had to Lakari ninja looting. However, people said that his tweet explanation was pretty off, and they did that by showcasing a clip of Pirate explaining the dagger drama.
What's the dagger drama? I'm level 34 and have the offhand to go with the dagger, and he's level 32. The dagger requires level 34 to wear it, and he rolled neat on it. And then wanted to sell it to me for 5 gold. I accepted 5 gold, and then he said no, and then tried it again after he realized that it would be a really good deal for him, and I rescinded it. And I was like, nope.
And then Lakari claims that he wasn't having it, which is on this clip here.
Because he has like this high and mighty attitude like he's better than you when he's not. You remember he's like talking down to me in that dungeon in SM? You remember that? Why do you play mage when you don't like support the team and make water and buff people? Bitch, I'm new. I fucking didn't realize the buff ran out, pussy.
To add even more drama to the fire, Asmongold gets involved. That's right. The guy that will play a YouTube video in its entirety occasionally raises eyebrows and says the word sure a lot, like the person in the video is in the room with him.
Yeah.
Yep. So Pirate ended up inviting Asmongold for an interview. This was regarding Ashes of Creation, but Twitter seemed to absolutely despise this event, mostly due to Asmongold's controversial background. I mean, personally, I wouldn't really be interviewing someone who wipes bloodied gums on his walls, but that's just me.
Why is there blood? Well, I used to have problems with my teeth, right? And so what I have to do is like my teeth would bleed at night, and I wouldn't be able to just like swallow the blood naturally. So it would just like accumulate and dry in my mouth. So like whenever I'd wake up, I'd take my finger and I'd just dig it out of my gums, and I'd just smear it on the wall.
Pirate then posts another tweet defending why he had Asmongold on. And of course, Twitter being Twitter, was definitely not pleased with that statement. However, as much as I wish things stopped there, they didn't. They just kept getting worse. All of this drama resulted in Pirate Software being completely doxxed, and it ends up with him getting some voice messages from only the most pristine Modern Warfare 2 Xbox 360 headset lobbies.
We're gonna you straight up, bro. Like, I'm not even joking. That's a real threat. We're gonna you later. Hey, just leaving you one more message letting you know you are in fact, and you are gonna count your days. You have 1 week.
And yes, I know, the view count makes no sense. People are view botting the channel, guys. We're reporting it up to Twitch. There's nothing we could do about it. That's Kind of how it goes.
And then on top of that as well, for Pirate Software, he ended up actually being kicked from the OnlyFangs directly by Soda Poppin'. Despite the fact that Tyler 1 was actually the new leader, or as they say, you know, in-game, the war chief of OnlyFangs, basically claiming that he wants nothing to do with the whole situation. Like, Jesus, I'm not saying Pirate Software is Jesus. Pirate Software is being crucified, and Soda Poppin' is being the Pontius Pilate, washing his hands of the situation. And this is something that Soda's been very vocal about, saying that he just does not want to be involved in this.
Yeah, no, it's just, okay, stop leaving me clips. I don't care anymore, because it's not going to change my opinion. It's just the weirdest hill I've ever seen someone die on. What a dumb situation.
Tyler 1 also decided to give his input on the situation and, you know, claiming that a lot of people have taken it too far.
It's crazy. It's all way too much. Yes, the meme is fine.
And Lakari, who's been previously mentioned, also claimed that he's the one responsible for Pirate being kicked.
See, I'm the one that made the call. I actually am the one who linked Soda. Because I saw the, I will take responsibility. I saw the post on LSF. I was kind of like, I messaged Soda. I was like, we gotta talk to this guy. I didn't even say I didn't say we had to kick him. I literally was like, we gotta talk to this guy. Like, I don't know what the fuck's going on with him, but he can't be acting like this. And then Chance is like, yo, we'll just get rid of him. I was like, okay.
All in all, this situation really, really sucks. That there are many angles to this. I'm sure some people are incredibly invested, saying that, you know, Pirate Software, he didn't do anything wrong. He just bailed out of an unwinnable situation. Other people are saying that he's a coward. And then there are other people saying that it's just video games.
Kyle, cast arcane missiles. I'm out of mana. I told you. I've got to heal.
And to be fair, I'd agree with the latter until I realized how much money streaming made. Oh my god. Jarvis, pull up the clip of Critical showing how much he made on the Starfield stream. Yeah, just play a clip of that as well if you can.
Because this Starfield video actually made $84,000. 84,000 doubloons for a 4-hour stream just playing mid-poop-ass Starfield. The actual... Like, this was like an insomnia, try not to fall asleep challenge, basically.
Now, what's happening with this drama is something that I see time and time again, is people bringing up old clips to basically prove that the person that they don't like is a hypocrite. Like, for example, the older clips of Pirate basically crisis managing and saving his party during similar conflicts.
Calm. I'm in a blizzard. Sheep that magus. Sheep the magus.
Slow trap?
Sheep the magus.
I got a bunch of shit on me, guys.
It's okay.
Target dummy.
Just move to me. Move to me. Level 1 blizzard to slow them. Okay, there we go.
Now, Pirate, to be fair, has also came out saying that he gives no blame on OnlyFangs members and knows eventually this whole kind of meme machine at the minute will stop. It will move on to the next person with something else, and the cycle repeats. The cycle never stops. It just keeps repeating. You know that meme like Ouroboros, the snake eating itself? That's basically the same with memes.
So, for me, the best thing you could possibly do at that point is just say, eat shit, I don't care. And I'm just doing that. And it's not to the people that are reasonable about stuff, reasonable takes and things like that we don't really have a problem with. It's the people that relentlessly copy pasta from Reddit, relentlessly try to send me death threats and shit like I showed on stream earlier today. And eventually it'll go away. Most of these people will get bored. They'll find something else to get dramatic about. And there will be a small core of people that retain this in their back pocket to be angry about whenever anything else happens again regarding me.
Now, to add salt onto the wound, there were a lot of streamers that were clipped for making fun of Pirate Software. Like, for example, Moon reacting to the same clip of Pirate Software, claiming he builds his character to save people.
That was rough.
That was sad. As a mage player, that was sad to watch from two mages in a group, I'm gonna be honest.
It made me physically unwell. Yeah.
Boss trying to mimic Pirate Software's movement and also causing Snuppy, the very same druid from Pirate Software's DM run, to die again.
Where is he?
We can also kite him out like towards the end as well, yeah?
We're good. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Are you guys good? Because I'm home.
Yo, where are you, man? I can't. Why are you grayed out from me?
I'm home, bro.
I am home. I'm actually home. He can die.
No. Please, anything! Kill the boss! No way!
Oh my god, dude. This was my bad, actually. I was trolling.
And then Lakari basically pretending to be mad at Pirate for ripping off his photo from the wall.
This shirt, it fits.
I'm not gonna take it away from you. Fuck Pirate Software! Fuck that piece of shit! Oh shit.
Jesus.
You made it.
So again, like I've seen this happen a lot of times, like where you get memed on by the internet. There are two ways out, okay? There are only two ways out. The easy route is embrace it. If you embrace the meme, no matter what it is, like people can't make fun of you for something and they can't mock you for something if you own it. Or the second one, which is the slower one, definitely draining the venom out of the arm in a much slower way, is to just not acknowledge it, to not talk about it. Not try to defend yourself, even if you believe that you're in the right, just slowly let it dissipate until the meme machine moves on to, you know, something else. But at the same time, I can definitely see why you wouldn't want to take complete blame for someone losing hours and hours of progression on a single character. The only comparison I can possibly think of as someone that doesn't play World of Warcraft is GTFO. That was a 4-player survival horror game, and you would go into the equivalent of dungeons trying to get an objective done and exfil. The thing is, there were a lot of enemies. Usually, too many enemies for you to handle because melee combat was very finicky and you had basically no ammo. So you could go around stealthily killing a lot of the enemies, which was the main strat to do. And whenever you alerted an enemy, it wasn't my fault. It was that guy. It was the other guy 3 rooms away. It wasn't my fault. And you really don't want to take the blame in that game because one single aggro can make every single enemy on the map just rush towards you, basically causing a game over, making you have to restart the entire run. And yeah, I've done that a couple of times in GTFO. And usually what happens is if I cause it, I just go silent. I don't say anything into the mic because I'm a huge coward. Now, we can run a million billion different matrix theories to decipher whether it was Pirate's fault. Was it directly his fault? Was it I'm currently taking the red pill and the blue pill simultaneously? 200% his fault. But, you know, it's hindsight. We'll use that until we die, but we'll never really know the actual situation and how it would have played out. But obviously, brave statement incoming. I think like him getting actual death threats and stuff because of video games, is that ever okay? So what is the moral of this story? Don't play World of Warcraft. Easy.
Okay, I'm gonna fall.
He's raiding.
Awesome, I'm at 6 stacks. Can you please taunt it?